चल रहा है किस चीज की बारे में बोल रहे हो बहुत चल रहा है और एक डिवीजन में कुछ चल रहा है इससे बड़ी न्यूज़ कौन सी है सबसे बड़ी न्यूज़
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the McAllen Construction Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. Game number 2 on the last day of the league phase. And this game is between the 11 Warriors and Samp Army. Samp Army playing for pride, trying to get their first and probably their possibly their only victory. They had one of their games washed out and lost the other two. And the 11 Warriors, on the other hand, are playing to win this game and win this somewhat comfortably to make sure that they are ahead of the net run rate in comparison to that of the Kiddos, who are at 4 points and will just be watching this with eagle eyes. The Kiddos will be supporting the Samp Army hands down so that they can make their way into the playoffs. So the finalists, the playoff spots not taken until the last game of the league stage, and that's what a good tournament is all about. We've had a lot of fun in this tournament, and it all now boils down to this last game. Earlier today, the Triangle Bravehearts played the Victors, and that was more of a quarterfinal of sorts. The winner of that game would have made their way into the playoffs. And that's exactly what happened. The Triangle Bravehearts beating the Victors comfortably. They gave a very good fight in their chase. The Victors unfortunately could not win it. So the Triangle Bravehearts sail into the playoffs. Not just sail, but they are on top of the table in the Andromeda Galaxy. A blistering knock by Jaskaran Malhotra earlier today saw the Triangle Bravehearts score 125 in 10 overs. Very similar to their first game, where they scored 120 plus, and courtesy of a single-handed assault by Jaskaran Malhotra. As they move into the playoffs, they'll be thinking about what can the others do as well if Jaskaran were to fail with the bat. Now all attention on this particular game, the men in green versus the men in orange. It looks beautiful, the Church Street. The weather has improved a lot this week in comparison to what we had last few days. It was very cold and chilly. It's pretty warm out here this evening in comparison. Hardly see anybody with jackets. That's a good suggestion. And like we always do, a big thank you to McAllen Constructions and Reed Place, the sponsors for this tournament. Left-handed batsman there going down the track to JK Kartikeya Jagdish. The Samp Army has started on an assault mode, which they should in the power play. Lost 1 wicket in the process, but are now at 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. Mihir Patel on strike to Kartikeya Jagdish. Oh, that's a wrong one there. Driven straight to cover. The captain, Ryan Wiggins, stops that one. They'll want to be about 30-35 at the end of 3 overs. The Samp Army. At the other hand, Ryan Wiggins and company in the 11 Warriors would be looking to get a couple of more wickets, if not 2, at least 1 more, and keep it down to 20 to between 20 and 25. And then once the field spreads, they have a lot of spinners and they can try to keep their... Oh, that's another catch, is it? No, not really. Jayaprakash there lets that one go through. A rare misfield. He took a wonderful catch at short third man in the previous over. Lets this one go through. Couldn't get down on time. Ball eludes him and the batsman comfortably come back for 2. And luckily there was not enough timing, otherwise it would have sped away to the boundary. Oh, this one came in to the left-hander. Is there a chance of a run-out? At the bowler's end, Kartikeya Jagdish just picks that one a little behind the stumps. No run outs there. It was 1 run taken comfortably. Last ball of over number 2. It's a little bit of an appeal. No run taken, no harm done. It's 20 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of over number 2. Samp Army winning the toss and electing to bat. Mohammad Aziz continuing from the commentary box, and he'll bowl out. Seems to be a standard plan from Ryan Wiggins, opening the bowling with Aziz and finishing it. He usually bowls 1 and 3. Slightly over pitch, driven beautifully past the mid-off fielder for a boundary. The pitch has been behaving pretty well. You saw a lot of runs scored in the last game by both the teams, the Bravehearts and the Victors. So definitely we're looking at something on top, over 90 runs in this innings if the Samp Army were to bat well. And if they can score 90 runs, that will put a lot of pressure on the 11 Warriors because they have everything to play for. They win this, they go through. Oh, nice comeback. He just pulled the length a little bit. Still able to get through for a single. Tapping it to the offside. Fielders all on 30 yards other than the short cover. And that one went towards point and the batsman just quickly running across for a run. Batsman trying to play that on the up, missing it completely. Goes straight to the keeper, Saharsh. This game will turn on its head when the spinners come into operation, I would suppose. Have to wait and see. That one down the leg side. Beautifully taken by the wicket-keeper there. Down the leg side. Gathered well. Stopped an extra run from being taken. Bowler must be upset that he gave away a wide. Signal by the umpire. Score is moved on to 25. With a couple of deliveries still left in over number 3 and the power play. Oh, that's a good shot there. There is protection, but will he stop it? No, he's not able to come around and stop that on time. Saad Khan hits a massive boundary. 1 bounce over the fence at cover. It's possibly the last ball of power play. Comes in from Mohammad Aziz. Saad Khan, the batsman, again pitching it short and takes a thick outside edge. Flies past the third man, the short third man rather, Jayaprakash, and another boundary. So the Samp Army have finished the power play rather well, scoring 33. And they've just lost 1 wicket in the process, so they should be quite delighted with where they are at the end of power play. On the other hand, the 11 Warriors must be kicking themselves. Eleven Warriors playing with Govind, Smeet Pandit, Jayaprakash, Aaron Bhuta, Ryan Wiggins, Sahar Shwetan, Abhiram Yeruva, Namish Guram, Anand Guram, his dad, Kartikeya Jagdish and Mohammad Aziz. That is the playing 11. I'll come back to the playing 11 of the Samp Army in just a little bit as more spin is being introduced. It is Abhiram Yeruva, the youngster. He's bowled quite well in this tournament, has picked up wickets when the 11 Warriors have looked up to him. An excellent fielder himself. He'll be looking to get a couple of wickets now that the field has spread. Slightly short in length, cuts away but straight to cover. Is there a chance of a run out? The ball returned by Ryan Wiggins through to the wicket-keeper, but a single has been taken. And now this right and left combination is going to be a little tricky. I hope Abhiram Yeruva can handle that. He'll be happy to bowl to the right-hander because he'll be able to bowl his stock delivery more often. The leg spinner turning against the right-hander. Saad Khan on strike with a score on 34. Fully flighted, takes a leading edge, goes to cover but not carrying. Ryan Wiggins just catches it one bounce and returns it to the bowler. This is exactly what we were talking about, the ball turning against the right-hander. And that's something that leg spinners will enjoy, and every now and then tease them with the one that goes the other way, coming in, the googly. Saad Khan on beast mode, trying to attack Abhiram. Makes room for himself again, not getting enough timing. Just a couple of bounces to short cover because it was a little wide of the fielder. They were able to get across for a single. So it's been a good start by Abhiram Yeruva, trying to pull this back. This game is more about keeping the runs down, getting more dot balls than sometimes picking wickets. Oh, a big heave there. Did he put that in the gap? No timing. Comes across for a second. That was very comfortably taken. So another big shot attempted and with not much timing. Batsman comes down the track. Looks like he had his footing behind the line. Sahash was quick to flick the bails off, but the batsman was within the crease. So another dot ball there. And this time he does go down the track, but straight to backward point, who fumbles a little bit. any sort of tension has been taken away with that fumble. So at the end of over number 4, the Samp Army have moved over to 38. And a quick look at the squad for Samp Army. Saad Khan, Akash Joshi, Mihir Patel, Ansh Rai, the left arm spinner, Kahan Sakarwala, another youth player, Sanjay Sihag, Harun Iqbal, Aksha Patel, Yash Rawat, Kirti Thakkar and Chaitanya. So it's a pretty decent squad that they've picked for this game. Happy to see the two younger boys in Kahan Sakarwala and Ansh Rai playing together. As we spoke a little while ago, the Samp Army have lost their chances of making it to the playoffs of this edition. Their original marquee player has been sent on a tour to India by Major League Cricket. He's with a couple of other well-renowned cricketers from across the country, training in Mumbai with Praveen Amre and his academy. So he misses out. Rather, this tournament misses him over spinner. And had he been around, it would have been a completely different story for Samp Army, for sure. Anand Guram comes into the attack, bowls more into the surface. That's the kind of a bowler he is. Space has reduced a little bit over the last couple of years as age catches up, but he's somebody who can bowl into the surface quite well. One bounce over the fence, he hits it straight back. Kartikeya Jagdish trying really hard to get underneath that one, unable to do so. And the ball goes across the fence, one bounce. So the score quickly moves to 42, despite a very good over by Abhiram Yerua earlier. Anand, is he going to come back with this delivery? Bowls into the surface, a little wider. There was every chance of hitting that one between backward point and third man for a boundary. The batsman, I should say, has missed out on that one. It was short and wide. Enough room, not enough timing. He just gets one run through. Anand Guram now bowling to the right-hander. They'll be desperate to get rid of the left-hander just to avoid the field changes and constant change of angle and plans. And it's never easy. We've seen some of the best struggle with right and left-hand combinations, so they just be praying that they can get rid of the left-hander sooner. Now the slightly wider delivery. Ryan Wiggins jumping across, trying to save that. A beautiful footwork there at deep extra cover. Some excellent footwork there, saving 2 runs for his team. To believe it's Namish Guram, I'm not too sure. Could be Govind. I have to promise that I'm not wearing my glasses, so if Govind's family is watching, sorry, I thought it was Namish. My apologies. Oh, this one again into the surface. Batsman trying to play it on the up. A punch, missing that one. Saad Khan goes through to the wicketkeeper. Oh, again, bowling into the surface. Saad Khan taking a huge heave at that one. Gets a thick outside edge. Just went too far. towards the deep point region, but not far enough to make it into the boundary. Fielder from cover runs across and collects that one. 2 runs taken. So at the end of over number 5, the Samp Army have scored 47, and they'll be quite happy with that. Once again, a big thanks to McAllen Constructions and Reed Place, the title sponsors of this edition of the Triangle Cricket League's T10 Blast. And a reminder to all of viewers that this is the last league game. 11 Warriors against Samp Army. The 11 Warriors would be looking to win this one and steal their spot into the playoffs. On the other hand, if Samp Army wins, it'll be the Kiddos who will make it into the playoffs. Another big heave, well-flighted delivery by Abhiram Yerua, who's bowling his second deep into the leg side. Ball's returned, but not soon enough to affect a run out. It's beautiful bowling by Abhiram Yerua, and he's going to finish off with this over. Every bowler gets to just bowl 2 overs. Well flighted, not afraid to flight. A big hit there. There is a chance of a catch there, and it's nicely taken at long on. And the left-hander goes back into the pavilion to the delight of the 11 Warriors. Kartikeya Jagdish comes in and safely pouches that one in favor of the 11 Warriors. 49 for the loss of wicket number 2. A big name missing in the 11 Warriors. Playing 11 today, Adi Gupta. And the news is that he's got his classes going on. He didn't play the last game against the Kiddos either. They missed him dearly in that game against the Kiddos, and he's not playing in today either. So will his absence cost the 11 Warriors a game and a place in the playoffs? We have to wait and see. And beautiful bowling by Abhiram Yerua once again. Oh, half a chance there. The long on fielder probably was too wide to start with. Unable to come around and catch that one. To wait to know if that was a 4 or a 6. By the first look, it was a boundary. Just eluding the outstretched hands of the long on fielder. Looks like Jayaprakash Moses there, who in my opinion was far too wide to start with that long on. Didn't have enough time to get under that one, which went rather straighter. So Saad Khan, not deterred by anything that's happening on the other end, trying to go hard. Continues his approach. One more time, is it? Oh, didn't carry to the man at backward point. A direct hit, ricochets. Luckily, the ball stays very close to the stumps, and no run taken. Just had one stump to aim at. Muhammad Aziz. Good work there. And it would have been silly had it ricocheted and gone off for some extra runs, and luckily for him it didn't. So Abhiram Yerua will be trying to get another wicket here. Little faster there. Beaten altogether. It beat the batsman, or did it take an outside edge by the looks of it from the umpire? It did look like it took an outside edge, probably thick one. Doesn't really go down as a chance. It's a thick outside edge. Maybe a first slip would have been able to grab that one, but it's not something that captains would afford or can afford in a T10 game. Oh, well-flighted delivery. Just tapped down to short mid-wicket for an easy single. The new batsman was Akshar Patel, who's gotten off the mark on the first delivery that he faced. So more spin being introduced, continuing to be introduced. It's the other youngster in the squad, Namish Gurram, who's bowled considerably well in this tournament. He's another person who flights the ball up in the air, invites the batsman for big shots, and gets a lot of wickets in doing so. So 55. Just a little bit of a pull back in the run rate. The Samp Army, they were going close to 10 runs per over, have been pegged back a little bit. Namish Gurram starts off with a delivery that just goes down the leg side. Saharsh runs across and tries to affect a run out, but unable to do so. It was too far away from him. Namish Gurram would be trying to correct that line. He just started down the leg side. Could have been an easy boundary. It wasn't the case, so he'll be looking to correct his line. Bowl more middle and off, turning away from the right-handers. It's a great situation for him to be bowling right now. Beautiful delivery. Slightly short of length. The batsman had a lot of time to choose where he had to hit, but he did hit it straight to long on. Just gets one run, brings Akshar Patel back on strike. Akshar Patel himself just recovering from a freak injury I heard he had. He missed out on the last game because of that. And he'll be looking to score big on this game, on his comeback. Namish Gurram with his oh, that's a huge heave there, straight to deep mid-wicket on the bounce. Retrieved by, unable to say again. It's too far away for us to be able to see. And some of them wearing their jackets, hiding their names and numbers, makes it even more difficult. And luckily for the 11 Warriors, it didn't get put away. Just stayed with one run. Another well-flighted delivery, once again, short of length. Saad Khan missing out again. So I would have to say that this has been a great over in terms of number of runs conceded in favor of the 11 Warriors, but it was more because of the batsman's inability to put some of the bad balls away. He's just given 3 runs in the first four deliveries. So I have to say that it's a great start from a run rate perspective. This is a good ball, flighted very well, pitched it up. Batsman trying to hit that towards deep mid-wicket, unable to do that. Is there a chance of a run out there? Namish Gurram not going towards the stumps. Little hands. Not going to be easy for him to collect those hard throws coming in from the deep. So 2 runs taken there by Akshar Patel and Saad Khan. Smart running. Would have been a fair ask to have somebody like Orion come to the stumps when the ball goes in the deep. Well-flighted delivery, pitches outside, chance of a catch there again. Namish Gurram unable to put his hands to stop that one or catch that one. Thought about it a little bit, but took it away. But a rather good over, just conceding a run a ball. 6 runs at the end of his first, and the Samp Army have moved to 61 at the end of over number 7. So the next 3, the last 3 overs at the to sum up the end of the Samp Army innings will be very crucial. They'll be looking for those that goes into the downtown Samp Army. On the other hand, the 11 Warriors would love to keep them to a smaller total. They'd be looking at 80, 85 at the most. Can they do that? And the bowling options will be under a lot of scrutiny. Oh, the Father Guram comes from the far end this time. Hardly had a bowl in this tournament. For the first time, he's bowling his second over. First time he's bowling in this tournament, if I have a good memory of how they've operated so far. Jayaprakash Moses jogging his way back to short third man. Anand Gurram, over number 8, goes down the leg side. Did his flick his pads on the way? Not really. An extra run added to the total. Anand Gurram, also the owner of the 11 Warriors team. He'd be wanting to win this one. He'll probably give his 150% or more, if possible, to win this one and go through to the playoffs. A big shot attempted there. It's in the air over the infield. Muhammad Aziz plays a little bit of soccer with that. Unable to get underneath that one. Batsman comes through for 2 runs. Half a chance there. Slightly difficult at this level. Muhammad Aziz trying to run back and make a couple Dev out of it. Unable to do so. He remains Muhammad Aziz. Short of length, no timing. Is there a chance of a run out? Oh, he's been told not to let that one go. Nobody really backing up. The only person to come in and stop that would have been short third man, but a dot ball, they'll be happy with that. Can Anand Gurram get another break here? Can he get Saad Khan, who's kind of subdued in the last couple of overs? Can he get his wicket and get another new batsman in? Straight to the cover, I thought, but it was a little wide of him and also wide of the long off fielder. Wide enough to quickly and easily come back for 2. So 4 runs taken in the first 3 deliveries. Anand will be very happy to keep it the same way in the next 3 deliveries, if not concede lesser runs or take a wicket. Even if he concedes another 4, he would be happy. And if he can get the wicket of Saad Khan, that'll be a big bonus. Can he do that? Again, bowling into the surface. A big shot there. A lot of time for the fielder to come around and get under, but again failing to do so. Falling in no man's land. Wide of backward point. And the man at cover also trying to run in and see if he could have an opportunity. Was too far away from either man. And that would mean 2 runs added to the total of Samp Army. That's another tall shot there. The bowler himself comes underneath that one and safely takes it. And that's a huge wicket. It does bring a new man in with 2 overs to go. Anand Gurram, the founder and owner of 11 Warriors, gets underneath that one and catches it comfortably. 68 for the loss of 3 wickets, and more importantly, you got a new man coming in to face the last couple of overs in this innings. It's rather taking a while to get started. So the Gurram family bowling in tandem. Namish Gurram comes to bowl his second over from the calm box end, and he will be bowling to Sanjay Sihag, the new batsman. Oh, he goes across, tries to play that smart shot over to fine leg, unable to get enough connection. It's a crucial over, this over number 9. They'll be looking for those big shots. It's got Akshay Patel, who's batting on 3 of 4 balls. Namish Gurram, a flighted delivery, a big heave there, straight towards that fielder at deep mid wicket. A nice return throw, keeps it down to 1. So just 2 runs conceded of the first 2 deliveries. He has to finish strong here, Namish Gurram. The captain Ryan Wiggins, who's coincidentally picked up the same colour for his jacket as that of his teams, has trusted this 13-year-old young boy to bowl the penultimate over of the Samp Army innings. Another well-flighted delivery, a lot of height and distance. Is it? Oh, it does get enough to go through for a 6. Well-flighted delivery, but Sanjay Sihag was able to come down, use his feet, get under that one and put it across the boundary line by just a few inches. But it was straight enough that no fielder could get under. Another over and a half left in this innings. What's the reply from Namish Gurram? Well-flighted delivery, and that one's hit high in the air. And 2 fielders from long off in cover coming through, but the ball pitches right in between the two fielders. Not sure what the call was. It's the fielder's call, and it's been signalled 4. So going for a lot of runs is Namish Gurram. Has 2 more deliveries to deal with. Sanjay Sihag just comes in and blasts his way. Another flighted delivery. Very tall one, that one. The fielder unable to get under, and over the fence she goes for another big 6. So Namish Gurram is being taken to the cleaners, unable to control the flow of runs. We spoke about possible 84 batting first, or 84 would be something that the 11 Warriors would love to keep them at, but they're already at 84 with another over and a delivery in this over to go. The last delivery coming out of Namish Gurram's hands. Trying to play the reverse, misses that one. A huge shot from the wicket keeper there for a stumping, but the umpire does not call it out. So it's 84 at the end of the 9th over. Who's going to bowl that last over?
They gave 2 4s and 1 6. The first one here, it was a 6, they gave 4. No, fielder also called 6. They gave a right there.
Couple of runs taken off that last over. Kartikeya Jagdish, the senior horse, bowling that last over. He'll be trying to keep it under 10 runs this over. Last 5 deliveries coming up. Kartikeya Jagdish to Akshar Patel. Coming down the track. It's got a lot of height. The fielder coming underneath that, but unable to come down to take the catch. It's 1 run, and it would put Sanjay Sihag on strike. Kind of believe that the Samp Army folks would be happy to have him on strike with the way he batted the previous over. 4 deliveries to go, 87 for the loss of 3. Kartikeya Jagdish to Sanjay Sihag. He's a clever bowler, he's played at a much higher level, so he'd have his bag of tricks. Can he get Sanjay Sihag? The 11 Warriors would hope to do that. 4 deliveries to go. Kartikeya Jagdish jumping in, bowling a wider delivery. Batsman missing it. So does the keeper. Was there half a chance of a stumping? Not sure. I'm pretty sure that there's a little bit of dew, and it would assist the batsmen when they come into bat in the second innings. The ball will come that much quicker. 3 deliveries to go. Can this be another dot ball or a wicket? Another dot ball there. Completely beaten Sanjay Sihag. So 2 dot deliveries in the last over. Despite the conditions being pretty moist and slightly difficult for the spinner to control. Straight to cover where Ryan Wiggins catches Sanjay Sihag. So 3 dot deliveries and a wicket in one of those. Just 1 delivery left in this over, and if it's not a no ball or a wide, the maximum that the Samp Army can score is 93, and that is if this last ball goes out of the park. On the other hand, Kartikeya Jagdish would definitely love to get another wicket or keep it down to a dot, and that would mean that the 11 Warriors would chase 88 for victory in this critical encounter for them. The last delivery coming up slightly faster. Takes a big heave there, Akshar Patel, or is it Kirti Thakur, the captain, trying to come back for a second. And the keeper unable to grab that in time. Saharsh puts the total at 89 for Samp Army, and the target for 11 Warriors in 10 overs when they come out to bat will be 90. 9-0 for a victory and a place in the playoffs. All at stake for 11 Warriors. And Samp Army, a pride to win this one and say that they can win games just like the Ultimate Emperors did in their last encounter against the Kiddos. We'll take a short break and be back with live action. Wickets will be supporting the Samp Army, hands down, so that they can make their way into the playoffs. So the finalists, the playoff spots not taken until the last game of the league stage. And that's what the big tournament is all about.
From the other side. Come here.
We had a lot of fun scoring runs, and it all now boils down to this last game. Earlier today, the Galaxy with the bat. As they move into the playoff, they'll be thinking about giving others do as well. Just fail with the bat. All of attention on this particular game, the men in green versus the men in orange. It looks beautiful. Did you see the weather? Like we always do, a big thank you to Wickets and Social Team to place these boxes for this tournament. Left-hand batsman there going down the track. To JK, Karthikeyan Jagdish. Samp Army has not ordered a sort of lost one wicket in the process. But now we have 17 for the loss of one wicket. Patel on strike to Karthikeyan Jagdish. That's a wrong one there. Driven straight to cover. The captain, Ryan Williams, stops that one. That looked to be about 30-35. I think it was 3 overs. The Samp Army on the other hand. Ryan Williams accompanied the left bowlers with 11 wickets. A couple more wickets if not 2 of these were. And came down to 20, between 20 and 25. That means the field strength they have got spinners and making it trying to keep that. Oh, that's another catch as a goal, not really. Chance for dodge there. Let's that one go through. The player was field. He took a wonderful catch and shot third man in the previous over. Lets this one go through. Couldn't get down on time. Ball eludes him and batsman comfortably come back for 2. Luckily, not enough timing otherwise would have spin away Oh, this one came in to the left-hander. Is there a chance of a run-out? At the bowler's end. Karthikeyan Jagdish just picks that one a little bit like the stops outs there. Run taken comfortably. Welcome back to the second half of this beautifully poised game between Samp Army and 11 Warriors. The 11 Warriors in pursuit of 90 to win this game. Opens with Ryan Wiggins and Saharsh. They haven't changed their combination in 3 games now. So completely different set of openers in game number 1, which they scored 75 and lost to the Assassins. In game number 2, they opened with Ryan Wiggins and Saharsh. Went on to score the highest total of the tournament, 135. Ryan Wiggins took the bowlers to the cleaners, and Saharsh was giving him good company until he got out in the last ball of the 10th over. So they had a 135-run opening partnership, which is again the highest opening partnership. So they're sticking to that one. One would have imagined another powerhouse to open the batting from would go for the 11 Warriors, but that's not the case. The Saharsh on strike too. It's not Kartikeya Jagdish, they haven't changed it yet. Oh, Yorker to start with from Sanjay Sehwag. Beautifully defended by the youngster. Puts Ryan Wiggins on strike. And a lot will depend on Ryan Wiggins' shoulder. If he gets off like Jaskaran Malhotra did earlier today, or if he did what he did in that game against the Ultimate Emperors, where he scored 85, this game can be over in a jiffy. They'd love to do that. The net run rate between these two teams are extremely close. The Kiddos and the 11 Warriors, and they wouldn't want net run rate to decide their fate. They'd want to finish this quicker and show up tomorrow. Another well-directed delivery there from Sanjay Sehwag, nicely defended by Ryan. Will probably take a little bit of time to assess what the pitch is doing. There's a little bit of dew on the surface, so it's coming slightly quicker. Sanjay Sehwag is a wonderful player. He plays for FIFA in the local league. That team qualifying for the T20 playoffs in style. Here comes Sanjay Sehwag. We also saw what he did with the ball, with the bat in hand earlier. Ryan Wiggins stepping down the track, trying to hit over the top, again yorking himself a little bit, hits it straight to the mid-off fielder and puts Saharsh back on strike. He's somebody who can bowl yorkers at will. Will it be another yorker? Have to wait and see. A beautiful cover drive there, but going straight to the fielder at mid-off. 1 run taken. Ryan Wiggins on strike. We go ball number 5 from Sanjay Sehwag to Ryan Wiggins. Will this be another yorker? It is a little bit of a miss-hit there. Takes a huge heave at that one. Takes the inside edge and goes to short fine leg. Ansh Rai comes screaming from square leg and keeps it down to 1. And again, the 11 Warriors would look to be somewhere in the north of 30 runs at the end of the power play. Clear evidence of dew. Sanjay Sehwag asking for help to wipe it off. Runs into bowl. The last ball of over number 1. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Saharsh neither going forward nor backward. Just fends at that one. Lucky to have not edged that one. So at the end of the first over, the 11 Warriors are 4 without loss. So it will be Haroon Iqbal, another medium pacer, a renowned medium pacer in Triangle Cricket League, who will open from the commentary box end, and he will be bowling to Ryan Wiggins. It'll be a good contest, this one. And remember, this is the second of the power play. There are 3 in total, where the field restrictions will apply. You can have just 2 fielders inside the circle. And by the first look of it, it is going to be long on and third men that will stay out of the 30-yard circle there. Got a backward point, cover, mid-off, mid-on. The long on actually going around to deep mid-wicket. So he'll be looking to bowl length deliveries here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Also changing his mind once again, is pushing long off back and pulling third man in. So the 2 men out are long off in deep mid-wicket. Haroon Iqbal, the man in orange, to the man in green, Ryan Wiggins. Oh, that's a big heave there. He hits it straight to deep mid-wicket. Will they come back for the second? Sahar Shwetan, they're taking the arm of the deep mid-wicket fielder. Makes it quite comfortably, and as does Ryan. No harm with the throw. So 2 runs added off the first delivery. Not really getting much of the anticipated timing there, Ryan. Luckily he didn't hit it far enough into the hands of the fielder. It's going to be difficult for these bowlers to grip the ball as Haroon runs in trying to deliver a second delivery. Oh, has he cleared mid-on? Yes, he has. And will it run away to the fence? And yes, it does. So the first boundary coming off Ryan Wiggins' willow this evening. And they will know that, the Samp Army, if they can get the wicket of Ryan Wiggins, it'll be a massive blow to the chase for the 11 Warriors, specifically in the absence of somebody like an Adi Gupta, who's another renowned hitter. Yes, they do have a lot of batting left to win this game, in the likes of Sahar himself, who's opening the batting, and Kartikeya, Jagdish, Govin, Aaron Bhuta, Jay Prakash Moses. But they would want Ryan to get a good start. Another huge shot there. Is it carrying to long on? Luckily not. Just goes one bounce. Sahar Shwetan taking once again the arm of the long on fielder. Comes back quite comfortably. So it's a kind of over that will make the 11 Warriors happy. The first one just went 4, and this one's already gone for a few more. Couple of deliveries left. Haroon Iqbal. Oh, that one didn't bounce enough. Sat low. Tucking that one, Ryan Wiggins. Little dangerous there. Could have easily taken an inside edge and gone on to the stumps. There's a lot of gap between bat and pad, but he middled that one. Unfortunately, goes straight to the fielder. No run taken. A wide delivery there. A good take by the wicketkeeper. An extra run added. Is the dew taking his effect on the bowlers? Looks like it is. Rubbing his palms on his pants. Wiping it all the way. Haroon Iqbal comes down to deliver the second last ball of over number 2. Oh, nice drive there. It does hurt the cover fielder. Hit him somewhere. I'm sure he must be in a lot of pain. It just ricocheted off his arms and went almost to the fence, wide off, long off. Easy 2 runs added. Saad Khan there, not showing any signs of pain there, but I'm sure it must be stinging rather nastily. Last ball of over number 2. Another beautiful drive there. Slight misfield there at the cover region. Goes across for a single, and at the end of over number 2, the 11 Warriors are 16 for the loss of no wickets. The other night we saw the kiddos score 88, chasing 89 for victory against the Ultimate Emperors, and it ended up in a super over. And today the Samp Army have put 89. Any early callers for super over tonight? I'm sure that we don't want to see another super. It'll be great for the tournament, but we'll be fighting against the town's scheduled end time of 9:45. Sanjay Sihag comes back and bowls a second over, slightly over pitch, missing his yorker, and Ryan Wiggins hits it a little wide of mid-off for a single. Again, not enough timing. So looking to finish him off within the power play. It's a good idea for the Samp Army. He's somebody who can keep things quiet. He just scored 4 runs off the first over. Yes, he didn't pick up a wicket, but he'd love to pick a wicket or keep this down to another 4 or 5 runs. Sahash there going down the track. A little bit of an appeal there from the keeper. Sahash going down the track. Sanjay saw that and delivered it a little wide, away from the reach of Sahash. To believe it's Akash Joshi, the wicketkeeper, who underarmed that one rather brilliantly towards the stumps. But the youngster was quick enough to come back home on time. Once again going down and missing it. Sure, Ryan Wiggins would probably want to come down and have a word with him for his predetermined approach, which has not given him any success over 2 deliveries. It's a good approach. It's a positive approach to see. He saw the bowler consistently being able to deliver yorkers, and with the field restrictions still in play, he's just trying to clear the infield. That's his best opportunity of scoring boundaries. Oh, that's a beautiful shot straight down the ground, but once again, not enough timing. A mid-on fielder comes around and cuts that one off from going to the fence. So just 2 runs taken in the 4 deliveries from this over. Is Ryan Wiggins going to just see him off, take a couple of runs and take care of the bowlers who will be delivering the rest of the overs, or will he take it to the opposition? Will he take it against Sanjay? Oh, that's a good shot there. So there's a chance of a run out. Oh, Sahash there, quick enough again to make it. Akash Joshi has his hands heavenwards, claiming that it was definitely a run out, but no, says the umpire. Okay, I'm just being corrected that the wicketkeeper is not Akash, and it is Mihir Patel. So the last delivery of power play coming up, and Sahash will face this one from Sanjay Sihag. Is he going to go down the track? Oh, that's a beautiful shot behind square, but not enough timing. I'm sure he'll come back for 2, and that'll be very easy for him to do. Will he take the arm of Ansh Rai? No, they don't. They decide against it. Both Ryan Wiggins and Sahash very aware of Ansh Rai's ability with the arm, decides against going through for a 3rd. And I do believe that my mathematics has been taken to the cleaners. There's 1 more delivery left in power play. The 11 Warriors will be screaming against me there if they were hearing this when I said that the previous one was the last delivery of power play. And here it is. Oh, that's gone straight up. It's a huge shot there. The keeper, Mihir Patel, it's a difficult one. Oh, he grounds that. It just went very, very far into the night sky, coming down. We've seen some wonderful catches taken in Church Street. This one was not meant to be. 23 it is at the end of the power play. Things just heating up here at Church Street Park in the McCallum Constructions Reed Place Triangle Cricket League's T10 Blast 2022 edition. We're in the final hour of play in the league stages of this tournament. 11 Warriors in pursuit of 89 or 90 runs to win this and secure a place in playoffs are 23 without loss at the end of over number 3. Have to get a move on. They are below the required run rate just a bit. They needed 9 runs per over to start with. They are just under 8. So it's a much better start than the one that they had against the Kiddos in chasing 105 the other evening, but it's still not up to the mark. And now the field will spread, and it's only going to make it a little more difficult. But this would also mean that there is a lot of runs to be taken with the legs. They can run their 2s now. It'll be more easier to come by, and the odd boundaries here and there will definitely keep them on course. And that'll. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, backward of point. No protection there. Well clear of anybody, and a boundary secured by Ryan Wiggins of the first delivery after power play. Been looking to change the field a little bit. Didn't hear a crisp sound on that one. Probably took a lot of bottom of that meaty blade that he carries. Still had enough legs to go on the slightly damp outfield at Church Street Park for a boundary. Still no change in field. Another shot, very wide delivery. It's easy to call those. Trying to go into the surface, getting it far away from the right-hander for a big wide. They'll be happy to take these, the 11 Warriors, the new bowlers Chaitanya, rather. What's up with all these names tonight? Oh, again, hits it wide of the man at point, but this time not enough legs. The cover fielder comes around and keeps it down to 2. Clearly the ball stopping in the outfield. Not that it was well hit. It again was a slightly mistimed shot by Ryan Wiggins. But quick running between the wickets saw them get through to 2. So that's 7 runs scored already off just 2 deliveries. Bowler under pressure, delivering his 3rd. Oh, was there an edge there? Yes, there was. Bouncing a little bit more than Ryan Wiggins anticipated. It was probably a little too full for him to play the horizontal bat shot. Taking the top edge and safely taken by the wicketkeeper. It's a big blow to the 11 Warriors. They'll now depend a lot on Kartikeya Jagdish and the likes of Aaron Boota to go and win this game. It's 30 for the loss of Ryan Wiggins' wicket. So as expected, it is Kartikeya Jagdish who's walking in to replace Ryan Wiggins, who just lost his wicket to Chaitanya. Lot of responsibilities on this on these shoulders now. Kartikeya Jagdish, the man with the pink helmet, plays in Morrisville Raptors, has been a part of the Morrisville minor league team for the last 3 years, so he's seen a lot of things like this, but he's been more a bowler in that setup. Huge responsibilities with the bat tonight. Oh, nice back foot cut shot there, straight to the fielder. No confusion between the batsmen. They scamper through for a single. So a huge advantage there, Samp Army getting the wicket of Ryan Wiggins. They got to be very careful here, the 11 Warriors. All they need to do is just win this game. Sahash was looking to get attacking with Ryan Wiggins playing at the other end. Now that he's gone, he'd be looking to play right through, score something like a runner ball, which is pretty easy for him. And if he gets the odd loose deliveries, he can put them away as well. So rotating strike nicely. Gets off strike. They're just tapping it down to short mid wicket. They would just have to play the next 3 or 4 overs at 7 runs, or 7 or 8 runs per over. Get the twos going, get the singles going. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery there, driven straight back. Is it going to be cut off? Yes, it is, but not before the batsmen come back for 2 runs. It's a beautiful straight drive there, going almost through the wickets there. 34 at the end of over number 4, but not without the loss of the huge wicket of Ryan Wiggins. So over number 5, Akash Joshi starts off with a wide there. So all these extra freebies will help the 11 Warriors inch towards that total of 90 runs, which if they get will put them in the playoffs. Sahash facing Akash Joshi. A full toss there, a big heave. Again, not getting enough timing on that occasion. Kartikeya Jagdish comes back easily. The fumble from the long on fielder making things much easier for them to get across for 2. One has to say that it was an opportunity for a boundary, and young Sahash misses that. Gets 2 there. It's another nice front foot dive. Will they come back for 2? Yes, they do take on the fielder once again and make it quite comfortably. This is what's going to help them win this game, given the damp outfield and the lack of muscle power to hit those big sixes after Ryan Wiggins' wicket. They're going to really run this through to victory, put a lot of pressure on the fielders. So the deep cover fielder now comes into the circle. Oh, it's another big shot there. Goes high in the air, Saharsh. Not sure if it was a needed. And beautifully taken there by the fielder coming around from cover. Yash Rawat, the fielder there, coming under that. Never easy, those catches going up in the air. Sarge not getting enough timing right through the innings. Was living dangerously there, but not this time. It's been safely taken with the score at 39. Nicely fended off to cover for a single Kartikeya Jagdish. Aran Bhuta, the new batsman, he's another attacking batsman. But they have to play this very carefully, the 11 Warriors, after losing the openers. They need another 50 runs to score after this over. There's 2 more deliveries left in this over. They would love to take it deep and win this one rather than trying to go for the big ones from word go. Aran Bhuta will have to take his time to settle down. On the other hand, Akash Joshi will try to get his wicket early. Another chance of 2 there. Kartikeya Jagdish very quick there to easily go through for 2. It's going to take a lot of effort from Aran Bhuta and Kartikeya Jagdish to try and pull this one. That's a big shot there. It's got a lot of height. Fielder coming down there, completely misjudging. Lets them go through for 2 more runs. It's a big miss there, I would say, from the fielder at deep mid wicket. Totally misjudging. Getting Aran Bhuta off that last delivery would have been massive for Samp Army's pursuit to win this last game. Goes down to the ground and score is at 44, exactly at halfway stage. 44 for the loss of 2 wickets. So the Samp Army introduces the left arm spin of Ansh Rai from the commentary box, and he will relish these conditions on a normal day, but it's a little wet out there. Not too sure if he'll be worried about the grip. And as anybody would know, the spinners rely on grip and turn. The wet conditions don't necessarily help them. But he's somebody who can operate very smartly. And the good news for the 11 Warriors is that it will be Kartikeya Jagdish who will face him. A little more senior in terms of his experience playing at Church Street Park. In we go, Ansh Rai to Kartikeya Jagdish. Short of length, a little bit of a width offered. It'll be easy to into the outfield. And having run 6 runs of the last 3 deliveries of this game, Aaron Bhuta must be more than warmed up. He would love to give it a little bit more of air and also bowl it a lot more straighter and fuller. Ansh Rai, second delivery, again short of length. Hits it deep into the long on fielder. Aaron Bhuta quick to come back. A directed would have had him. Not the case there. Arun with a brilliant throw, but not good enough to get the Zinger Bales going. Not too sure if it was a good choice there by Aaron Bhuta to come back for a second, hitting it to one of the better fielders in the outfield. Bad delivery there, put away beautifully by Kartikeya Jagdish. Well clear of any fielder in the park. A darted delivery that goes down the leg side, easy pickings for somebody like Kartikeya Jagdish. A brilliant boundary. Ansh Rai, fourth delivery again, angled down the leg side. Another wide given away in the process. Clearly, the conditions not helping him. It's too wet out there, and the young fingers of Ansh Rai unable to grip them. Not sure if he's rubbing his hands onto the turf, if that's going to help. Another delivery there. A big shout there from the umpire, from the wicket keeper, claiming that it possibly took the glove on its way. Not out signaled. No movement from the umpire. Once again, it was angling down. Kartikeya Jagdish trying to hit it behind square, missing it. Well, luckily didn't, from the umpire's view, to take his gloves on the way. One more big wide there, and this time it was easy pickings. Will it go to the fence for 4? Not enough legs there. 2 runs taken, score moves to 55 in 5.5. So it's been a very productive over for 11 Warriors. Struggling there, Ansh Rai, to grip that one. Clearly looking for some dryness somewhere where he could get some support from to hold the ball better. Nice smooth action. Tucking it away to fine leg. Another easy 2 there. The wicket keeper running all the way to fine leg. Aaron Bhuta not even turning his head towards Kartikeya Jagdish, who was looking to come back for 3. A very productive over there for the 11 Warriors, who move on to 57. 13 runs coming off that previous over. .33 now is the target needed of 24 deliveries. So Akash Joshi got a wicket in his previous over, coming into bowl to Aaron Bhuta, who cuts it back with a point. Good, quick, early, loud call from Kartikeya Jagdish means they get that single pretty easily. they still will be looking for a couple of boundaries in the next 2 or 3 overs to make it easier for themselves in the last 3 overs. A full toss there, hit away by Karthikeya Jagdish, but not enough legs to go to the boundary. Aaron Bhuta once again forced to take the second run. It's definitely not going to be easy on him. Bumping that one into the surface, Akash Joshi. Not enough width to free his arms. Karthikeya Jagdish just taps it to backward of point and walks through for another single. So that's already 4 runs off the first 3 deliveries. Akash Joshi, another experienced campaigner in the Samp Army outfit. Aaron Bhuta, tired of running, tries to scream that one through the cover boundary. Unable to get enough timing for a boundary. Anshray comes quickly across and keeps it down to 1. And in some sense, Aaron Bhuta must be thanking Anshray there for not giving him enough time to go back for a second. It's in the air. Will it carry? No, not really. Straight to the long on fielder. Couple of bounces. So just last delivery coming up of Akash Joshi. Has been bowling rather well tonight. Picked up a wicket in this previous over. It's given away 16 runs. More runs coming in this over. Aaron Bhuta with an open stance. Oh, just goes wide of the batter, who's arguing with the umpire for a wider to be called, and it is not. So 63 at the end of over number 7, 27 required of 18. And this match is beautifully poised over a knife edge. It's been a sensible innings by Karthikeya Jagdish after losing the wicket of Ryan Wiggins. He needs to stay through. He needs to play right through this innings to take his team home rather. Chaitanya was the other wicket taker. Got the important wicket of Ryan Wiggins. Comes in to bowl this very crucial over. Slightly short of length, hit straight to the fielder at point, who's a little hurt there with the timing that Karthikeya Jagdish got behind that shot. Eludes him, goes almost towards the third man fielder, giving Karthikeya enough time to come back for 3. Aaron Bhuta on the other end must be wondering, why can't these runs be scored off boundaries, and why do I have to run so many of them tonight? It's all in the game and for the team's cause. Samp Army there once again feeding Karthikeya Jagdish wide of the off stump. They'll have to buck up their fielding to pull this one through. A huge let off there by the Samp Army on a few occasions. Dropped a couple of catches, and a little bit of a misfield on a few occasions have helped the 11 Warriors take those quick twos on many occasions. So, in the last 16 deliveries of this innings, have to buck up their effort on the field. Puts Aaron Botha. He'll be definitely looking to go downtown. Short pitch and a huge shot there, wide of any fielder. Puts it over the fence. One bounce for 4. That's how he plays his game, and the length there suiting him beautifully. No protection in the deep mid-wicket area. Ansh Rai there, too square on the mid-wicket area. Aaron Botha well clear of him. One bounce and over the fence she goes. 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. 20 needed from 15 deliveries. Looking very, very well poised in favor of the 11 Warriors at this situation. Another wide delivery, getting it completely wrong. The Samp Army bowlers now feeding free runs. The bowler and the captain taking enough time for Aaron Botha to get his breath back. And if there is anything at all, they wouldn't want to give Aaron Botha to get his breath back, trying to rush things through, but Samp Army missing a trick there. Short delivery, hit straight to point fielder, where the skipper Kirti Tucker takes it safely. How will that wicket affect the fortunes of this game for the 11 Warriors, and how will that help the Samp Army in the 14 deliveries that is remaining? $19 from 14 deliveries required, 7 wickets in hand. Samp Army once again have nothing to lose here. They're playing for pride. They'd want to go home with a victory to end their season. On the other hand, the 11 Warriors need to score 19 runs to try and get a spot in the playoffs. Smeet Pandit, a very, very capable batter, good runner between the wickets. Youngster coming to accompany Karthikeya Jagdish, who's played very, very sensibly thus far in this game. They'll still be looking for that boundary or two, the 11 Warriors. They would not want anything more than 4 or 5 runs in the last over, so they definitely would look to score a couple of boundaries in the next 5 or 6 deliveries. It's never... Oh, that's a thick outside edge, wide of the fielder at short third man. Little difficult to say from here if it was played on purpose or if he got beaten. But the little looks that we have from here, it looked like he opened the face purposely. Only he knows at this point. But as a matter of fact, 2 runs got added to the total of the 11 Warriors. 17 from 13. That's a big shot there attempted, not enough carry there to the fielder, but they would easily come back for a second. At the end of that over number 8, 11 Warriors, 75 for the loss of 3 wickets. I don't think the wickets would matter anymore for them. They will just be looking to get those 15 runs off the last 12 deliveries and a spot in playoffs. We'll be right back. 15 runs needed of the last 2 overs, and guess what? It's the youngster Kahan Sakarwala who's been trusted by the Samp Army captain to deliver. He hasn't bowled an over in this innings, and he will be bowling the penultimate over, which is usually the most critical. Kartikeya Jagdish would be licking his fingers now, trying to put a lot of pressure on the youngster. On the other hand, Kahan Sakarwala will say, hey, I belong here. A good length delivery, wonderful start. Not greedy, Kartikeya Jagdish, just tapping that one to cover and getting off strike, putting Smeet Pandit, another youngster in this mix, on strike. 14 of 11. One would say that it is very much tilted in favor of the batters, the batting side. But the way this tournament has gone, and some of the batters have surprised us in the last few games, you never know. We go Kahan. Oh, beats Smeet Pandit. Wasn't short enough for him to play that. Bowled into the turf, the ball bouncing nicely and wide of the batsman, who was looking to play that towards the square leg area. Not sure if it was the right choice of shot, but an important dot ball added in favor of the Samp Army. Oh, another brilliant delivery there, right outside off stump, getting a little bit of a kick out of the surface. Smeet Pandit unable to put bat on ball. 2 dots, how crucial that's going to be. We were talking about how important this particular over was going to be for either teams. Samp Army on the ascendancy right now with this over. 3 more balls to go. It's going to go down to the wire. 4th delivery from Kahan. Similar length, this time gets a lot of wood, but goes straight to the fielder. Will they try and take his arm? They don't. Kartikeya Jagdish declining that 2nd run and taking the responsibility of facing the last 2 deliveries of this over. What's going on in his mind? Is he going to try and get a couple of boundaries in this over and make it pretty easy for them for the next and the last over of this innings, or will he take it more deeper? He has to stay right through. Moving across, a big shot there through cover, not getting enough timing. Luckily for him, it goes wide of the fielder. A big arm there from Ansh Rai, straight into the gloves of the wicket keeper, but Kartikeya Jagdish does well enough to come back for 2. It's 11 of 7. Everybody in the edge of their seats here at Church Street Park and at home watching this live on YouTube. A big delivery coming up from Kahan Sakarwala. Kartikeya Jagdish on strike. Once again moving across, trying to take the fielder's arm there. Will he make it? Yes, he does. And that will leave 8 runs to defend for Samp Army in the last over. And the 11 Warriors will need 9 to win this one and go through to the playoffs. Who's going to be victorious? We got to wait for a little bit. As we come back, we'll have an answer for that question in this beautifully poised McAllen Construction Replace T10 Blast. Every game coming to you live from Church Street Park. Welcome back to the last and final over of the league stage of the McAllen Construction Replace Triangle Cricket League's T10 Blast Edition 2022. This has gone absolutely down to the wire. 9 runs to win of 6 deliveries for 11 Warriors. Meet Pandit, who struggled a little bit in the center. On strike to Ansh Rai, who has also struggled in his previous over. Gave away 13 runs. Coming down the track and hitting it straight back over the bowler's head. Will this go to the fence? Yes, it does. The 2 fielders there running almost into each other had to stop to get a collision avoided. And that means Meet Pandit starts this over with a boundary coming down the track, taking it on the full. A runner ball now for the 11 Warriors to win this. 5 of 5. Wickets wouldn't matter, or so we think. A couple of wickets would rather pick back their efforts. Once again, Meet Pandit trying to go down the track. Will he hit the stumps there? He misses, and a leg bite taken. There was a chance of a run out there. Everything happening here at Church Street Park. 4 balls, 4 runs for the 11 Warriors. Will this be another super over encounter? The more accomplished Kartikeya Jagdish on strike, who moves across, swats it away for a big 6 overs. Fine leg. It finishes things off in style. Puts 11 Warriors into playoffs with that massive 6 at long leg. It's been a brilliant innings from Kartikeya Jagdish, and Samp Army will go winless in this tournament. The kiddos will have a thing or two to think about. They had the last game in their grasp, and they let that one go through. They also did that in the second last game they played. So the league phase ends in style with a big 6 over long leg. And the Milky Way galaxy is lit up with the finalists, with the top 2 going into the playoffs. We'll be back with live action tomorrow for 2 back-to-back semi-finals of this great tournament that we are having in Church Street Park. Until then, it is a good night from all of us here.